What's up, y'all? It's popping this D-Box react to this vid. This is what's a hill that you're willing to die on 100% of the time. Alright, we about to get spicy, real spicy or whatever. We're going to see what they got to say. I love hearing, people's controversial opinions, unpopular opinions, all that other people don't agree with. Opens your mind. Let's see what they got to say, though. Let's watch.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time?
Do you hate exercise, or do you hate that exercise is sold to you almost exclusively as a tool to change your appearance? Flatten your tummy, tone your arms, make your butt bigger. Then when that tool doesn't work, or doesn't work as well as it says it's going to, you feel like a failure. And that tool explicitly tells you that you are a failure. Exercise was never supposed to be a punishment for how you look or how you eat. That, friends, is called diet culture. Diet culture, and even larger than that, beauty standards have absorbed exercise and spit it back out as a product designed only to make you change how you look. And if that product does not work, baby, that's your fault. Because obviously you're just lazy and not trying hard enough. And everyone's asking if you've checked in with your body to see if it feels different. Are you sleeping better? Do you feel stronger? Has your blood pressure improved? How's your mental health? The benefits of exercise are way more internal than external, and I want to help you see that.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time?
I hate how they
Puerto
repeat
Ricans don't need a savior. A lot of times I'll do a video and people will comment, we need to help them. And I know they're saying it with the best of intentions, but there's a difference between charity and justice. Puerto Rico has been a colony for more than 500 years, so it's been squeezed for profit for centuries. So whether the harm is coming from outside forces in the form of colonialism or local politicians with broken promises and corruption, none of that means Puerto Ricans are incapable. And as a Puerto Rican and a reporter, I resent that image that is sometimes portrayed of helpless people who need saving, because I've covered the communities that take on the responsibilities of the government and take care of each other. And I'm talking amazing accomplishments like providing electricity, clean water, shelter. So that mind shift is important, because if you see them as people who are empowered and capable, then you advocate for the obstacles to be removed. If you see them as helpless people, then you open the door for the people who want to continue to exploit.
What's a hill that you're willing
talk
to
your
die
shit, my
on
Puerto Rican
1,000% of the time? I'll go first.
The show Friends was not only a blatant ripoff of Living Single, but it was a by far inferior one.
I love
What's a
Friends,
hill
though.
that you're willing to die on?
I like it better than Living
1,000%
Single, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'll go first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, some of y'all don't like traveling. Some of y'all like vacationing, and there's a difference. I love glam traveling. I love fabulous places, but every time I travel, I try to go where the locals go, see what the locals see, eat what the locals eat, and actually exchange. If you go on vacation and you never talk to a local person from that country,
That's their business.
you don't like traveling. You like vacationing.
And who cares?
Y'all want to recreate your
true.
home country in all these other different countries and then wonder why we don't understand each other. Why there's no cross-cultural communication. Why there's no greater understanding. Someone I love once
I don't
said,
agree when people say that. Like, you could travel constantly and still not understand those people and relate to them in that way. I am around many white people, and white people are around me. That doesn't mean that they understand me as a black person, and we live together. Well, not literally. You get the point, though. So I don't get that argument. That makes no sense.
would you still go there if you couldn't take a camera? So next time you put a trip on your travel bucket list, ask yourself why you're going, and ask yourself, what do you want to get out of that trip?
Girl, shut
and it should be
up.
more than just a fly photo.
Shut up! If that's what people want to do, I'm so tired of people judging everybody for the dumbest shit. If that's why people want to travel, just because they want to lay on the beach, they don't want to talk to no locals, and they want to take pictures all day, what the fuck that got to do with you? Let people do that. How are they hurting you? They're paying for the trip with their own money. What does that have to do with you? You want to put yourself on this pedestal and act like you're so superior because I travel for the right reasons and I talk to the locals and I understand the culture and I eat the cuisine and shut up. Okay, good for you. Congratulations. Do you want a fucking cracker? I hate people like this. And I actually do try to, submerge myself in the culture. And, y'all see my trip when I went to Thailand. I talked to the local Thai people, went with the elephants, all that shit, did all the things that Thai people do. And that's when I really talked to the Thai people, and they was telling me that it is a myth. I talked about that in that vlog. I don't need to go over that again. But in short, they said that it's a myth that people in Western society They like to lie and say that the elephants shouldn't be rode and they're all being abused and this, and that. And they was like, that's not even the case. Because at first I was feeling some type of way. I was like, are we supposed to even ride them? I heard that this is bad for them. And then they was like, no. And these are local people who've lived in Thailand their whole life. Anyway, that's another story. But, girl, shut the fuck up. Let people do what they want to do. I just don't like when people judge other people for the dumbest shit. It's like, you're just showing how miserable you are. Let people do what they want. What does this have to do with you?
I'm Lexi. I make travel and lifestyle content. Follow.
What's
Girl,
a
no,
hill
I don't
that
want
you're
to.
willing to die
I
on
just get on my nerves.
1,000% of the time?
The reason why they don't want real history being taught is because it changes things. For example, the reason why they don't teach Native American history, because if they did, they'd have to teach that Mexico is indigenous. They'd have to teach that Mexicans are Native American. Because if they did that, that would change stuff. Because it'll make people realize that the people they're calling illegal are really Native Americans. It's actually their land. And that's why the colonizer wants to ban CRT so bad. Because it flips the narrative. It would make people realize that colonizers are putting natives in cages, which is so wrong. How can you tell people who've always been here that this is not their land and lock them up? And before anyone says anything, the Treaty of Guadalupe. The reason why so many are trying to come back into the States is because they were moved out. They're forced out. They keep crossing over because they're trying to come back home.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000%
They calling
of
them
the time?
illegals. The
White
irony.
people culturally appropriated gardening, and I'm gonna need us to take it back. Even for a second, white people knew how to garden. Honey, they didn't even know how to wipe their own ass till they met indigenous people. Whitewash history has taken this away from us. Right here is George Washington Carver. No, he did not come up with peanut butter. That's whitewash history. What he did come up with was over 300 ways to use the peanut plant. This man was born into slavery. He was not taught to read and write, my guy. Yet this man created a use of the peanut plant to restore the soil after years of environmental degradation because white farmers didn't know how to rotate crops. Gardening ain't white people shit. Now get your ass on over to Hood Agricultural TikTok.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time? I'll go first.
I'll go second. People that think next weekend is referring to the upcoming weekend are living life wrong. When you, on Monday, invite someone to do something next weekend, that is not the upcoming weekend. That is the weekend after that. The upcoming weekend is this weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend after that is next weekend. You can Google it.
I'm confused.
You can fight me on it, but I will die on this hill. Or we can reschedule. I don't know. But that.
What's a hill that you're willing to die
what?
on?
I've never heard nobody say that.
Time? I'll go first.
No, I'll go
But
first.
I'm agreeing with her. I've never heard anybody say what she's saying that they're saying, because that doesn't make any sense at all.
Chlorine does not have a smell. If you go to a pool and you smell a strong odor of chlorine and chemicals, that is only caused because urine has mixed in with it. Fun fact number 2, your eyes do not get red from chlorine. They are red after swimming from urine.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time? I'll go first.
That's why I can't swim.
Autistic and ADHD human beings evolved for a reason. In fact, I would posit that most of the things that I struggle with most profoundly would have helped me as humanity evolved and as society evolved even. Examples, right now I'm wearing these headphones because things are happening across the street that are way too loud to be in my house with other noises, and it's freaking me out, right? But I would have heard predators or other people coming before the rest of my family group because I have such attuned hearing. Overhead lights and the sun are very, very bright, and I've always had sleep issues. I always want to sleep short amount of times, usually during the day. And if your family group lives out in the open or lives in a cave, then you need someone to want to sleep during the day and someone that is comfortable being awake at night to protect everyone. I can talk about this for literally hours. We have always been here. We are always going to be here.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time?
Ooh, I got 2. 1.
2.
Yeah, I'd rather get nipped up. 1. Just because you've known someone for 20 years doesn't mean y'all were ever friends.
That's a fact.
2. Just because you got the same blood as somebody don't make them your fucking family. I said what I said.
Facts. Facts on facts. I've always felt this way. I've cut off some family members because they were being toxic and getting on my nerves. For sure. So I don't believe that, oh, family is everything and this person is your blood, so you gotta work it out. Fuck that. But I feel like that's being more adopted in recent years. But when I was a kid, that was not the case. It was family over everything. No, you only get one mom, you only get one dad, and oh, you have to work it out with your sisters and your, like, that was really embedded, especially I feel like in the black community. But no, fuck y'all. If y'all want some bullshit, it's fuck y'all. I don't care if we grew up our entire lives together. I don't care if you raised me. I don't care what you're talking about. If you want some toxic, crazy shit, you gotta go. You gotta go, period. Yeah, I had a little rant in this vid. My bad. I didn't mean to go in on old girl like that. I don't know her. I ain't got a problem with her, whatever. But I just really can't stand when people just judge others just for the dumbest shit. And that was just so dumb to me. And it's not even just that topic in particular. It's anything when people judge others. It could be like taste in music or TV shows or just some other dumb shit like that. Like, you will literally have people who are like, you like Lil Uzi Vert? Like, ugh, your taste in music is terrible. And, oh, you like this show? Like, that's dumb. Why do you like that? Oh, that's a bad thing. Like, who gives a fuck? If that's what their personal preference is, what the hell does that have to do with you? Like, you're that insecure of a person that you have to try that desperately to grab at straws and find this stupid shit that you feel more superior to them in? Like, what? So you feel superior to me because I like Lil Uzi and you like Kendrick Lamar or whoever the fuck? Like, you're that lame? Like that? You that down bad in life that you you have to put yourself on this pedestal next to somebody because you feel like, oh, my taste in music is better. Like, damn, you don't have anything else going on in your life that you can feel good about? You resorting to that? It's sad. It's just sad as fuck. Anyway, this was a cool video though overall. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one.